Milo left the band. And then Dave Smalley from Dag Nasty came in. Then he went the way of the Dodo, and then I came in, and we lived in LA with me and the band for probably a year. Did a record. And when we lived in LA, we spent a lot of money to live like filthy animals. We had a practice space. I slept on a shelf above the drum equipment, and Carl and Stephan slept behind the practice space on these these bunks they made out of 2x4s, and Bill slept in the office, and for all of that, it was a lot of money. So Bill's dad owned a house in Missouri, this little tiny town. We each got a bedroom. We had room. You could go and do stuff you do by yourself, and so we did that, and we were on the road all the time anyway. So it was nice, and that's how we ended up in Brookfield. And then I left, and Chad came in while we still lived in Brookfield.
Okay, why did you guys, decide to get back together just to do these shows? Just about, jamming or having fun?
Well, I'll be honest. Originally, the first thing we did together was this Riot Fest, and this guy, Mike, got a hold of me and said, "Do you think you would get back together to do an all thing for the Riot Fest?" And I just didn't think it would happen because we don't live near each other, and we didn't. And my wife, who was watching me flail and not make any money for a million years, said, "Well, ask him how much." I'll be honest. Ask him how much. And I asked him how much, and it was substantially more than I thought it would be. It wasn't like, Descendants money. It wasn't like Chili Peppers money. It was like, but it was more than I could. It was, like I said, rent and a car payment. And so I said, what the hell, I'll call everybody. Because I knew we could probably pull it off and do all right, and we would have a good time. So we did it for money and for fun, and honestly, it's more fun now than it was back then because we're not trying to become anything. We're just playing for the hell of it, So I think the shows are better now because they're funny.
All right, so you guys don't really practice. You just practice when you get to the places.
Carl and Stephan Carl and Bill live in Fort Collins together, so they get together and they play the CDs through the PA in the practice room and practice together. Stephan lives in Tulsa. He plays his guitar to the CDs, and me, I go running and put it on my iPod. And then the day before we play these shows, we go somewhere and put it all together and see how it goes. And it always works out fine. I mean, those guys have been together for 400 zillion years, so I think I'm the weak link in all of that. I think they're all pretty solid. Anyway, I think they just pick it right back up.
All right, thanks for your time, Scott.
Thank you for wanting my time. Thanks a lot, and thanks for the Skittles too.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, they were really good.